Check my test. 1, 2, 3. Checking. Check 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you guys. Welcome back to my channel where late is the new update. I am Practiphile. I'm a self-taught musician. I mainly play the drums, and I can also play the guitars. And I once lived in the land of audiophile heaven, Japan. And when I was there, I was able to try out different sets, headphones, earphones, sources, you name it. But you know, I've tried a lot, probably between 500 to 1,000 IMs by now. However, it does not mean that my ears are superior to yours, because this hobby is very, very subjective. So only trust your ears, because ultimately you're gonna be the one spending. Today we are gonna do a lot of we're gonna try a lot of sets today. We have some budget sets in here. I've already tried some because I met with a friend last week, Adam, and he loaned me some of the QOA stuff. So we have the Bijou, Vesper, Canpure Silver Flash. Thank you also. Very big thanks to Popinator, another friend who sent me all stuff. Probably, I don't know, 50 IMs. So I've been doing this like slowly every week. So he made sure I had content every weekend. So I try to do 5 IMs every week. Is it 5? Yeah, at least 5. I can't do everything all at once. It's just too many. And let me try. No, I can't. I don't know what's going on. I tried to it's not in here. Wait, let me just double check that if it's here. Oh, there it is. Yay. I tried to put chat on the live stream, so yeah, just if you, I don't know, I just felt that it's nice to put chat on the live stream. I don't have to always look at my phone. So yeah, if you have any song suggestions, please, let me know so that I can use them. I can use them to evaluate. It's just, for fun, really for fun. So let me know if you have any songs. Adam did give me some of his songs, so I'm gonna use them. But if you have any other songs too, let me know down in the comments there. I'll make sure I listen to them. So for all of you viewers out there, are you the same viewers, or let me know where you're from? Are you from the US or different parts of the world? What time is it there? Yeah. Let's do some warm up here, or not. Okay. Where do I start? Do I just start with I'll start with showing you probably what I'll just start with the budget. So as you can see here, we have TKZK, TRN Medusa, CCZ, Tiangong Pro. Yeah. Oh, and the what is this? Yeah, the Medusa and Singolo. Yep, I'm doing the Singolo. What's the Singolo? Kiwi Ear Singolo, the one the collab with Krin. Yeah. So, all right, let's start. Let's start with TKZK in here. There, TKZK. So, I've heard of this brand, but I know there are different different models of the brand. It looks like KZ, so it could have, it could be from the same factory. Oh, good morning there, Popinator, our sponsor for today. Yay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you see that pop-up chat in there? That's nice. I think I need to raise that a little bit. I think it's too small. Yeah. Let me can I, maybe I can increase the size a little bit. Probably like that. Oh. I'll increase the size a little bit. Just so that, you know. Okay. Alright, so TKZK in here. I'm glad you sent this Popinator, man. It's this is an amazing set, and I'll tell you why later. But this is the box in here. TKZK. So I don't know, it could be KZ might be their OEM. We don't know. It's usually we check the address in here. But everything's in Guangdong or Shenzhen anyway, but choose TKZK and feel the soul of music. Wow. Feel the soul. That's interesting. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, feel the soul. I have never really thought of feeling the soul. It feels like, yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to feel the soul, but the soul, feel the soul. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. So it's like a typical KZ box in here. This is priced around, how much are these? TK, I saw it's like 15. This can go like 15 bucks. I don't know how much Popinator bought this, but probably even cheaper than that. But I'd say this is a budget. TKZK. TKZK. What the model though is like just letters. This is what I don't like about some hi-fi brands. TKZK release price should be, yeah, $15 should be the cheapest, to $21. So this is a budget set. Yeah, I'm seeing here $15. So pretty budget. Yeah, this is interesting. And this is what the IM looks like in here. Can I see it? Wait. Right, yeah. So that's what it looks like in there. Oop. Nope. I like the, honestly, I like the design. This is probably one of the best faceplates in its price range. Yeah, just hands down. This is, wait, for a while. Let me just, it's probably because of this. Look, wait. Can I zoom? Oh, I can't zoom. Why not? Why can't I? Oh, there it is. For a while, guys. Let me just, I'm not sure if the phone is actually, let me just, oh, there it is. Okay. So, moving back, this is probably one of the best faceplates in this price range for 15 bucks. This is really nice, and it reminded me of like the older KZ molds, like the ZAS, I think, wherein there's like gold in here. But yeah, I'm not sure. It could be really the KZ could be their OEM, but TKZK, I mean, like there's KZ in there, so it could be them. Alright. And just probably, yeah, I just overall nice in there. For the fit, I'm assuming this is gonna be like the KZ fits as well. Alright. Okay, nice fit actually overall, no problem so far. Let's look at the graphs in here. Alright. TK002, and this is really surprising because, well, there it is. Okay, look at that. It's pretty good. Balance target, it kind of like almost follows my balance target, so I'm pretty excited how this would sound. So there's a little bit of elevation there around the 2K. A dip at 6K, which I really like. It's owned by 10 Hi-Fi? Oh, really? Okay. 10 Hi-Fi, yeah. I mean, where are they now, though? I've heard some of their sets, I think, but have I graphed? Yeah, I've only graphed one from them. It's a Mech Warrior, but interesting. Okay, it's owned by Tin Hi-Fi. But it's a very good graph. So what can we infer from this? This is gonna be a balanced sound, maybe leaning on the warmer side. And what I say it's warmer, it's because of that dip at 6K. So it's a balanced sound, leaning on the warmer side with good vocal presence. When you dip that at 6K, you will have, for me, at least for my ears, you will have good vocal presence. A little bit of note weight also comes into play in there. Just some elevation in the treble. I don't think it's going to be dark because there's really not a lot of bass to cover that up or to mask it. So, I mean, this could use a little more air. But hey, it's asking too much for a single DD, right? Okay, let's see here. Oop. So yeah, that's all I can say about it. So if you have any song recommendations out there, please let me know. For now, I'm gonna look at Adam's suggestions. Let's see here, because he did send me okay, let's see, who should I do here first? Let's do, what's this one here? Oh, let's do the mountain. Gorillas. Okay. I finally figured out my Wi-Fi. I had to I had to restart, not restart. I had to format my DAP. Let me just, where am I? It's good and it's safe. Exactly, yeah. So, what was that? Gorillas unhappy. Feeling glad I got sunshine. And I bag it, I'm useless. Nothing my future's. It's come. Alright, so here we go. The Mountain by Gorillas, guys. I'm using YouTube Music, by the way. So, there's gonna be ads in here. Okay, the ads. So far, the ads sound good. Okay, that's. Oh man, I didn't expect that. The ads is the stuff that I hear first. But so far, yeah, that's what I thought. Vocals sound good in this. Oh man, this is nice. Well, this is nice, man. Like the instruments on this are already showing. It's very natural. But like, but just so that when they're same page, Adam, it's like the Indian intro. I just want to make sure I'm clicking the correct one. It's like this Indian intro, right? Or I'm not sure if it says the mountain mix, but oh, okay. All right. So, very good. Very good. For now, like I can only like just the instruments. I'm there's I can't talk about bass yet, but so far timbre is on spot in this. Wow, okay. Bro, this is so good. So, like bass is starting to come out, but they're very it's very well spaced. It's so good, man. Like they're so so there's this bells in the background, yes. So for a while. I'm lost for words. Um okay, that's some nice it's sub bass is okay. It's just very good balance, man. I don't know what to Okay, okay, I'm gonna stop this because I the music is good. It is very soulful, okay, and which is what a perfect, what a perfect track to use. What a perfect track to use. Choose TKZK and feel the soul of music. I felt the soul of Indian stuff right there. I like I am I'm like I'm accustomed to those Indian kind of like instruments and songs because I do yoga and kind of like like meditation and stuff, and I listen to a lot of YouTuber gurus. Should I say YouTuber gurus or whatever? And I like the instrumentation. India. The thing about Indian music is so um let me just clarify what I'm saying here, okay? Um, I I don't know what the, but anyhow, so there's so we talked about what's this one? The Anjin de Poitrin, right? Like they use microtones, microtonal music. Now, in the recent music industry, we're using a different uh, tone scale. Is that correct? Recent tone scale. I forgot the name, but there's a name for that tone scale, you know, like, and chords. But in India, they're venturing into different kinds of tones, and you can only mimic that when you use their instruments. And what I mean by that is, it's like microtonic. It's like microtones, but you know, so they know more tones than the traditional uh, current music. If that makes sense. Anyhow, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna move on to my test tracks in here. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Unwell. Okay. So, listening to music, it's more of bass is not coming out actually. So it could be the ear tips. But timbre is good. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Oop. Yep. Oh, morning, GN. Alright, I'm gonna change this to AU207s. I feel like I'm not getting a good seal on their stock ear tip, but it had good bass when I was trying out Adam's stuff. There we go. It's coming out now. But still, it is a little bit bass. Okay, let's try under my umbrella here. You know what? This is closer to neutral than balanced, actually. This is closer to neutral. Okay, let's try Playing God. Interesting that it doesn't really have a lot of bass when you look at the graphs. But so far, timbre is good. Oh, bass is... Yeah. Oh man, okay. Though I'm trying to test a lot. Yeah, vocals are very good in this. So you're curious? Bass comes out of Aurora Runway. Okay, let me try that Aurora Runway on the bass. No, the bass on here is not a lot. That's for sure. It may look a lot on graphs, but it's closer to neutral than balanced. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, that's my balance target, right? My balance target has a little more bass, and that I put that in there to compensate for a little bit of air. Now this one here does not really target a lot of air. It declines. There's just a 6K dip, and then it just gradually goes down. But if I put there my neutral target, which is based off of Studio 4's, you see there that it fits better, especially on the gain area and the treble, except that it has a little more mid bass. I hear the mid bass, and it's difficult to tuck a DD anyway. So this is more neutral than balanced for me. This is definitely more neutral, and neutral in a way that when I say neutral, this is in the context of because again, there's this misconception of neutrality that it's doesn't have bass or it's bright. But for me, neutral is I may even be so my balance target is I'm even confused with both. I should call my balance target fun target, because I think that's the most appropriate one. The neutral for me is it has just the right amount of bass, mids, and treble. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call it fun target instead of balanced, and then neutral for neutral. But anyhow, what was that? Aurora Runaway. Aurora Runaway. Okay. Ooh, okay. It's not deep bass. It's not. It's not like bass, like whoa, no. It is there. The good thing about this earphone is the balance. What? It is very good. The balance is very good, actually. But then again, the bass is not like you'll appreciate the bass. You will appreciate the mids on this more. So I think the mids is the star of the show. And that is very common in neutral and good balance sets. It's usually the mids that comes through first, because that's just the nature of a good balanced sound. They don't really focus on the bass when they do the mixing. They don't really focus on the treble, so they want to keep it balanced. But usually the mids come out clear when you have a neutral or a very balanced speaker or headphones. Interesting. This is very good, guys. Like, I have never really made like a solid suggestion under $20. I mean, the content was okay, the streak was fine, but this one here is different. The build is better, the shells look better. This is amazing. This is amazing. I would choose this over the content. I would choose this over the tiers. Because I asked last night. I asked on JT's Discord, and I asked them like, how much are you willing to pay if you see this graph, and that, and yeah, it's a little bit close to tiers. But my concern about the tiers was it was probably a little more too warm, and the tiers actually came out a little darker. I mean, I can A/B them now, but just right now, I feel like I like this better. I definitely like the TK02 better. Oops. Yeah. Right. Interesting. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So okay, that's it for the TK2. I still have a lot. I didn't expect I would spend more time with the TK2 in here. I'm gonna hype it. Thank you so much, Poppinator, for finding this gem. I'm the only one who graphed it. I'm the only one, like, when you search TK02, it's only me. And thanks to Poppinator for risking his wallet in finding these gems. I want to focus my channel on finding gems, you know. It's hard to beat Takey01 is 899. Yeah, it's hard to beat mainstream YouTubers, you know, like, or reviewers, you know, like, they always get the most updated stuff. It's hard to beat them. And I'm not saying I want to compete with them. I just feel like I want my content to be more useful, you know. I want to talk useful stuff, and I feel like this kind of stuff, you know, friends sending me stuff, these are useful. In a way that, you know, we're finding out gems in here. And when we say gems, it's like no one talked about it, and here it comes, you know. Like, you can't say critical reference, a hidden gem. It's not hidden, you know. It's just an example. I'm not you know, talking bad about this stuff, but this is what this is the definition of a hidden gem. Who the hell knows about TK? I mean, yeah, again, I know that TKZK and their models are like so confusing. You know, it's like Sony. It's like Sony. It's like when they released their phones before. It's just so confusing. But legit, this is good. I'm hard pressed. This might even be on par with Duno Kima. And I know I already checked the graph, they're a little bit far, but this is genuinely a hidden gem. It is genuinely a hidden gem. So that's it for the TKZK. Definitely I'm gonna do a review on this. So next is, we go to Medusa. Dude, these sets are they were never opened, so I don't know what you're doing, Poppinator, but yeah, this is the box. They're heavy, and what surprised me is oh, wait for a while, let me just nope. Okay, what surprised me is this one here, the AFL. It's the AFL carrying, or AFL case. This is usually AFL use this one. So, and it's a, you know, simple box. How much is the Medusa, by the way? Medusa is $39. That and the Sorachun, exactly. That in the Sorachun, they are the hidden gems. That Sorachun, man, like, I need to make videos of those. These are the real okay, so I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna group them in the same category, like the real hidden gems. And when I say hidden gems, like, I would say 95% of the people, when they look at my review, they're like, what the hell is that? And that's that's the thing. It's a hidden gem. You don't know about it. Anyhow, So this is the Medusa in here, which is in I saw, of course, this was like released a year ago, and I saw the pictures, and for me it was interesting on pictures, but it's more interesting up close. It's interesting and um weird at the same time because they really look like eyeballs. It's like, what the hell? It's like it's a little creepy actually. It's a little creepy. Yeah. So they're like just eyeballs, man, in a shell. So you get a termination in here from TRN. TRN, so they're doing good stuff. Like, it's such a shame that some companies, even $200, $300, $500, they don't have interchangeable connectors. I mean, I would understand, but this is the thing. I would understand because when you have a 4.4 connector, you have a DAP, or at least you don't, or maybe a dongle. Yes, okay, you have a dongle, but you probably reached a level in the hobby where you kind of like you're experimenting with different plugs and sources. So the more expensive the IM is priced, it's understandable that they should include those 4.4 because like people are already willing to spend that much. They may actually have sources with 4.4, okay? And whether it has changes to the sound, it's a different debate. But I don't. For a budget, yes, you can include. But for me, it's more practical to include a 4.4 on an IM priced more than like a $30 because people are probably spending money on these category in here. They probably only have an Apple dongle or their phone or I don't know. But that's just my assumption, okay? Just my a little bit of analysis in there, but yeah. The TRN Medusa. So I'm gonna put that in here so that all right, what I'm gonna try next. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, so your Rex were albums. Okay, so let me look at other stuff that you mentioned. We can do. Oh yeah, well I missed that. It's actually in your message. They're albums. Um. Okay, let's try Loved Parcels. Okay. So, To Be Loved. Okay, let's say To Be Loved. Oop. To Be Loved in here. Oh, sorry. Fit is okay. Yeah. But isn't that weird? Like there's an eye looking out of my ear. Oh man. But yeah, I'm listening to dude, I'm gonna let this Velcro thing. Okay, I'm free. All right, To Be Loved by Parcels. Oh, for I'm too excited. Graph first. Graph. Oh my god, I'm losing my I'm losing my flow today. I was that TK02 got me. It really got me. Um, okay, TRN Medusa in here. So this is the graph. Um, Yeah. So there's brightness in there. Let me do that to 500. So Medusa is a little more V, okay? In a sense that it has more upper mids and treble, so it's more peaky, but there's some bass to compensate in there. Um, and some treble too. They need to damp. TRN likes to do this, but they have their market, you know. They have their market, you know. So I need to listen to this. And it's a mixed bag. I mean, with reviews on this, some people like it, some people don't. But it seems to be from the graph, it looks like it's a little bit peaky in there. If you have older ears, which is perfectly fine, you might not be bothered about these peaks in here. And probably that's why some people, you know, they don't really have any problems with the Medusa. But yeah, let's the start of the yeah, with marine life. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. I really thought like yeah. So this is I really that's interesting. It's actually like the covers are actually jellyfish, and it makes sense. It could be like the jellyfish, but with the Medusa concept, it you know like when you think of Medusa, you think of stone and ice, right? Um, but I think there's a is there a jellyfish called Medusa? They may be referring to the oh, there's a Medusa jellyfish. That's okay. Oh, wait. Oh, there is. What? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Wait. So, jellyfish is in the subphylum Medusozoa. Interesting. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. So I just so Medusozoa. Oh, they're playing words in here. They're playing words. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So it's in Italian then. Okay. Is jellyfish. Interesting. I thought it's like the you know, like the Greek mythology Medusa type, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one here. So, cherish our blue planet and listen to the ocean's voice. Don't let it lose its color. Okay, yeah, we will do that. TRN, we will do that. Yep, we will listen to the ocean's voice. All right, so that it won't lose its color. To be loved by parcels, suggested by Adam. Okay. So far, it's clear. Clarity is good for the price. This is like 39 bucks, right? So good separation. Vocal layering is fine for now. Okay. I okay. Cymbal strikes. Hi hats. 16th note. Okay, this is tight. Oh yeah. Bass is tight, but this is an appropriate first listening because it's also my first time listening to the song. So, but it's all for fun. You know what? And with this kind of well, with what I'm doing, what I'm trying to prove also is library matters. So we always think of like, yeah, the earphone is bright, blah blah blah. But the hell, library matters. So on graphs, this is peaky, and that was me thinking of what I'm gonna listen to with the library that I have. But listening to this with Adam's songs, which is this one is a little more forgiving, it sounds good, right? And so there's a lot of nuance to this hobby. You know, it's not just about the sound, and it's really about what you're listening to. It's about your mood. This week I was listening to my favorite sets. I was just too busy and they didn't sound as good as I thought them to be, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of things, but this one definitely is, at least with what I'm listening to right now, which says a lot. Because I may be even just touching the tip of, because I've been using the same track for reviewing, which says a lot to me as a reviewer. I should, maybe broaden my test tracks to really, or maybe really test the IMs. But sometimes I just don't have the time for that. But so far, this is interesting. It is nice so far. Very tight. Because so far the hi-hats have good timbre. They're good. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not hearing any peaks. I mean, okay, interesting. All right, let's try my test tracks in here. And well, they're bright. Yeah. They're bright. Yeah. So if you're listening to like rock, a lot of guitars, um, this is gonna be a little mid forward and treble forward. Okay, let's try here without you in here. This actually extracts a lot of details. So if you like details, this is gonna bring a lot of details. Yeah, it's a little bit too mid forward. Yep. So I had to bring the volume down. You may hear a little bit of sibilance too. Okay, that's it for the Medusa. Interesting. So that was an eye opener for me about the library, and I've known that. I mean, like we all know that, but it kind of like just it's in our background. Like you listen to different stuff, and we kind of like, yeah, we understand it, contextually, But this time I really understood it with experience. You know what I mean? Like I understand it conceptually. Um, which was no pun intended. And this is an eye opener, yeah. Dude, this Medusa stuff. Um, so contextually, I understood that everyone have different. We have different libraries, and you know what I mean. But today, I experience it like listening to someone else's library, an album, with a set that I thought was treble forward, and listening to that set on that album, just it was nice. It was perfect. Um, that was a nice pun, huh? All right, let's do. Yes, yes, exactly. There's so many things actually. There's so many things about that. Let's do the single low. All right, I'm interested in this. I've never really had the chance to try the single low. The reason for that is at that time they were claiming about like the bass resonator, wherein like I think Apple did that. But what they actually achieved with the Singolo is, and I think they followed that with the Cadenza 2, because someone told me or reminded me that they actually did a tuck with the Cadenza 2 review. I said that um, they made a revolutionary stuff in there. It's a single DD, and they were able to make a tuck, and it's because of this, I think. Chamber in here, like a resonator or something for the bass, which actually this is well built. I like this Singolo, yeah, this is well built. I like how it feels. It feels sturdy. It's a single DD, of course. What else do we see there? So there's kiwi ears there in the DD. Cars 1.0. Oh, okay. And 2.0 on the Cadenza 2. All right. All right. So fit is fine. Yeah, fit fit is good. Fit is good. No problems with the fit. And how much are the Singolo? I hate it. Not really hate it, but it didn't even, I don't know if people still talk about this, but kiwi ear Singolo price $31? Really? This is 31? I didn't know that. Okay, interesting. But let's look at the graphs. All right, let's move the TK02, the Medusa. So reminded me of QOA sets. What I mean by, or you know what? It reminds me of, it's meta. It's actually meta. Huh. Daybreak? Yeah. Meta game, but a little bit too late. But, you know, they were trying to achieve that meta. But I don't like the meta, man. It's a hit and miss for me. I mean, I have the I explained it to Adam last time. What I don't like about the meta is the gain is too shallow. What I mean, so if you can see so mine starts at around 1K, a little bit earlier, an earlier rise. So I would say probably it's a little more forward. And then we kind of like decline around the same place here. But that's the point. This one here is like very narrow. It's like so it will come off a little peakier compared to if it's wider. You know what I mean? Because again, I have a theory that the sharper the peaks are, the more um the sharper the peaks are, the more stabbing they are, if that makes sense. Um because it's an abrupt dip, right? Not really an abrupt, but you know what I mean. Yes, so and with the singolo, I'm a little bit concerned about this one in here. This is a little too narrow in here, so it's like a steep decline. There's a bass to compensate that, but if they had made the peak a little earlier around here, this might sound good. But hey, this is, as they said, the recent research of tuning. No, I'm in the premise. I was with all the stuff going on, I was reminded that I knew this before. Neutral and balance sound different to every person, and I knew this before, that neutral is a moving target. It's a moving target. No studio recording studio has the same set of speakers that sound the same. Okay, every studio will claim that their setup is neutral, and every studio produces good songs, just as other studios. And who are we to judge what neutral is? So I think right now I'm in the premise that looking for the perfect neutrality is absurd. It's just is. My controversial take, yeah, I mean it's valid. It's valid. Do you have the EW200? Sim God, is it? Oh, EW200 Maze, or is that? Wait. What's the? Is this new? Is this new? It's good. It's a good graph, but I have the EW200. But oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think I have it. Yeah, I think I have the EW200 in there. Um, it's fine. I mean, you use it. Yeah, you use a singular for movies. All right. But anyhow, I'm in the premise now that neutral is a moving target. So chasing what it sounds is absurd. It's like it's like uh chasing the perfect fruit. It's like chasing the perfect fruit. And what I mean by that is, I know some people like mangoes. They love mangoes. Some people like durian. And maybe objectively, mangoes are actually the best fruit. Like on the sweetness scale, they're just there. But for people who love durian, it's the king of fruit, and they'd say, this is the best. But people, it's like chasing the best fruit. How about that? I sound like a reporter. Chasing the perfect fruit. So that's like that's how I see, like, when you're chasing neutrality, that's like chasing the perfect fruit. It's a moving target, yeah. And what I mean by moving target is it's pliable. It's definitely pliable. Because that will then defeat how the hell the studios were able to release great songs. Like, I'm pretty sure their speakers measure differently. Yeah, it's really that. Um, no, yeah, it's there's it's there's more to that, Adam. So it's not just to the sound they like. They have to they have to mix it with just the even balance. And in order for them, and they don't even know, like some of the engineers don't even know if their speaker, they will only know, okay, this is how it works. Um this is how it works. And that's why I said it's a moving target. Is, for example, an engineer, if he does mixing in a in let's say, for example, two studios, he will end up with different mix track, definitely. And so what happens is, for example, he edits or he mixes on Studio A, and because Studio A has different speakers, and so he will mix it depending on that setup, right? And then he mixes the same track on Studio B, and he mixes it depending on that setup. What happens is, when he then tries to play that music in different, say for example, in different cars, they try the track in different different speakers, headphones, or whatever, and then they say, oh, this is a little bit too bassy, or this is a little bit too bass light, I'm gonna change that in the mix. And they go back to Studio A and they change it. And when, same thing, when they go to Studio B, they say like, oh, okay, I think that's good, I don't think I need to change that, like, I think everything's fine, maybe I'll change the treble a little bit. And so there are two different studios with two different setups. When he heard it in different, cars or whatever, home theater like that, he edits them and they turn out to be the same final result. Balanced sound. So regardless of the setup, the engineer, when he made the like the pre-final version of it, and when he tried it, he edits it again because he thought, oh, that's a little bit too bassy on my speaker, so let me reduce. So you know what I mean? It's really not, the because no stupid engineer would base his final mix on that studio on only one speaker. He would try it in different playback. No one would. That's just stupid, He would try it and then does the final version, depending on. So you know what I mean. So it's really not, the target is, or the how flat the speaker is irrelevant. And there are many studios and there are many engineers, they're using freaking Beats headphones. And what their mixes came out okay. I mean, probably a little too bait, but you know what I mean, right? And when you ask different people, like they mix using the what was that? Like I don't know, like different headphones with wacky graphs. It turned out to be okay. So that's why, again, neutrality is a moving target. I just find it stupid if a studio engineer would base his final version just listening to that. They will try it in different playback, and from that they will decide if oh, okay, I'm gonna reduce the bass or something. All right, let's do the single low in here. Single low. Single low. What do I try this time? Let's see here. All in now. Let's try all in now. It's an alternative rock. Dog Star. Okay. All in now. Dog Star. Okay. I'm gonna try math. Wait, no, I'm gonna try the all in now. Okay, this is 3.7 million plays. Here we go, single low. Ooh, bass. I feel the tuck already. Popinator, I understand why you use this for movies. I understand, yeah. Do you have the? Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have the Astral, but I don't have the Astral and the T Pros, but I've reviewed them. I like the Astral. Buy the Astral. This is very like theater like. I mean, it's all true. What I mean, no, I'm not true. Like, so with tucks, is that Cano's band? I don't have any idea. Could be. Yeah, it is. There's like Keanu in here. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. So I've noticed this like even with TWS with Tux, they're very immersive. It's like theater like because again they're replicating subwoofers, right? And when you do subwoofer crossover, it's usually not an overlap. It's like a cut. You know, it's it's a cut. So it kind of like imitates that kind of feeling. The Awaken Dawn. Not sure about that. Inawikan Dawn, you mean? I don't think so. I don't think there's a tuck with Inawikan Dawn. Or what was it? Twilight? MS Dawn? Really? I don't know if they tuck it. No, it's not. There's no tuck in there. This. There's no tuck in there. Yeah, this is just very distinct. This tuck is interesting. Okay, let me try my songs now. Let me try different. Let me try oldest stuff in here. So you just wanna let you know what I listen to. Yeah, what do I even listen to? um. Okay, I'll try Paramore Ignorance. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Dang. This is nice. For 30 bucks, this is nice. This got the sauce. I mean, what I mean by it's got the sauce, it has a character. The Singolo has a character, and the character is it has a nice openness feeling to it. Yeah, it's this it may not be like really 100% timbrely accurate, but But yeah, the upper mids can be a little too forward. Yep. Not too forward, but they can be peaky. That's Cadenza 2 has a tuck, yes. So let me compare that. Cadenza 2 is you know what? Yeah, it actually reminded me of the Cadenza 2. But I feel like the bass on the Singolo is more fun because the Cadenza 2 can come out more watery. What I mean is like more neutral. You don't feel the bass as much. You don't feel that the bass is separated. The Singolo is, like, oh man. So I feel like there are I don't like the gain on the Singolo, but again, because there is more overall bass on the Singolo, it tends to have more character than the Cadenza 2. Yeah, that's just for me. All right, let's try last one for here. Let's try Californication. I have a joke on this. It's not really a joke, but Californication. It's, I don't know, like I just remembered my classmate. Every time I listen to Californication, it's like I remember my classmate's joke when he said like, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, Californication. I wanna show the nation my appreciation. You're my angel. Oh man. Now you cannot unhear that. You guys cannot unhear that. Yeah. It's like a mix of 3 different genres, right? Yeah. So every time I hear that Papa Roach, got my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, Californication. I wanna show the nation my appreciation. Oh, but yeah, Californication. It's fire. Bass is good. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it for the single load. This is an interesting set. It's not perfect, but I would probably. It has character. That's all I can say. It has character. And I need to evaluate it more. The Cadenza 2 is safer. They may use the same DD actually, and maybe just replaced the shell, or I don't know what they did, but yeah. Okay, let's do the. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. The CCZ Tiangong Pro. Oh, okay. It's a 1DD5BA. All right, 1DD5BA. Oh, nope, not that one. All right. Sound Surges, Soul Ignite. They like to reference the soul, man. Sound Surge, Soul Ignites. 1DD5E. CCZ. I have the CCZ Warrior. I graphed it before. That was still when I was in Japan. That was okay, but surprisingly, this is actually built pretty good. They're heavy. So I don't know if you like that, but they're heavy. It's like they're using that same gear from the tourbillon or whatever. Metal? Are they metal? Kind of like metal shell. Interesting ear tip too. But I've seen this ear tip before, but I just don't know where. I'm pretty sure I've seen this. There's like a, I don't know, like a circular line in there, but circular line? No. But yeah, 1DD, and it's priced, let's see, how much are they? CCZ Tiangong. So if there's a Tiangong Pro there, then, or there's original, 59 to 60 bucks. Okay, 60 bucks. This is oh, and I think JTIS reviewed it last year. So this is the Pro one. Ooh, okay, it sucks. I know what I mean by that. Like, it felt, I don't know if it's the ear tip, but like it just vacuumed. It fits good. So yeah, fit is nice. It kind of like, why did it vacuum? Does it have a vent? Yeah, there's a vent, but it just vacuumed. A little bit of driver flex in there. So when there's driver flex, there's usually small vent holes. All right, I'm gonna try my song, my test tracks for now. Oh, sorry, graph. Too excited. Graph. All right. Tiang. There we go. Tiangong Pro. All right, guys. What can you infer from the graphs? What can you infer? What do you see there? What do you say about the graph? Bright. This is a bright set. Not you know, or maybe they call it neutral. Where's the DD? You know, like this is very straight. So like one DD handles us the straight line, and then all the others are doing. It reminded me of the heart mirror. Yeah. Kind of. See that? It reminded me, and even it's a little more bass. So so I modded the heart mirror, yes. A little more bass to balance it out. There's also Obi. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I modded my heart mirror, but this is like heart mirror stuff in here. So this might sound good. I like the heart mirror. If you guys remember the heart mirror, during its release, it was always compared to like, it was together with the Aria, Moondrop Aria. You know, at that time it was, you know, people rave about it because of how balanced they are. But yeah, heart mirror. Remind me of the heart mirror. All right. That's all I can say about the graph, because graph is graphs. It doesn't really tell everything. So, all right, let's see how it sounds. Matchbox 20. Unwell. Ooh. So this is brighter than the Medusa. Okay, how about High Spring by IU? Wow, this is like details galore, man. If you like bright, this is it. Good texturing though, like good texture on female vocals. I mean, it female vocals usually benefit with brighter signature anyway. Okay, Under My Umbrella. It's a little, yeah, there's really not a lot of bass to compensate. It's just too bright. Cymbals are very forward. No, not forward. I would say it's bass light, and so there's not enough bass to compensate the cymbals. Okay, Playing God. Man, these are like flashlight. Like you can hear dust. You hear dust. You know that situation when you're in a dark room, you turn on your flashlight and you see dust moving. It feels like that. It's bright. It's not to the point that I can't listen to them, but it's enough for, yes, it's enough for me to like, it's enough. Yeah, that's probably just, yeah, you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, Tiangyong Pro 1DD5BA $60. That's my first impression. It's a bright leaning set. I need to rush. Yeah, it's not obvious that I'm rushing. Last one is Blessing. But before that, I'm gonna pee for a while. All right. So, what I'm gonna show you here, or not really show you, or yeah, or maybe show you. So I have two QOA sets in here. This was borrowed this sets from Adam. Thank you so much, Adam. We have the Vesper, and we have the Bijou. Let me just talk about them a little bit, because QOA, they're a sister company of Chimera. Um, I like their brand because they tune by ear, and usually when their sets, they're usually tuned to like they a little more bass. They're fun, but they also tune it to have that very good separation and good stage depth. So, example for that is the Bijou in here. Let me just, okay. Oops. So this is what the Bijou looks like in there. So it's like a, like a V-shaped set. This beacon here around 4K looks scary, but it's mitigated by the bass, so they have good balance in there. This is also a bone conduction. It has good immersiveness actually for the price. How much are these again? QA. I think these are like 40. No, $60. Yeah, 79 to 89. So one DD, one BA. Oh, there's a BA and one bone conduction driver. So you see there's a little bit of around 300 hertz. That's probably the crossover point for the DD. Let me just put this in here. Oop. It's a nice set. It's a nice set. So it's probably one of those bone conduction drivers that's well implemented. If you want a good fun sound, this is nice. The beaches. I've already heard this. So just really you know, telling you guys that there are some hidden. It may not be a gem, but it's definitely worth checking out. Like QOA sets, they don't get a lot of attention, mainly because they are also not. I know their history. I know their history. They already have a lot of. So this business is more of just like, their. I wouldn't say it's side business, but they've already had some clients that they make earphones. But anyhow, they do good in business. They do good in business, and they tune it to have that. They have character, to say the least. So a lot of QOA stuff, Chimera, they have character to it. Now, the Vesper in here, I have the Vesper. This is tuned more bassy. Why is because you can see there that the Vesper does not have a lot of gain, so it will end up bassier, if that makes sense, because there's not a lot of treble to compensate for that. So even if the Bijou graphs a lot on graphs, the Bijou would sound more balanced compared to the Vesper in here. The Vesper has a little bit subdued lower treble and mids, so it comes off a little bit bassier. So if you like bassy sets, if you're sensitive to peaks and the treble, then the Vesper is for you. I think there's also a Vesper too. Oh yeah, Paul Wasabi. Yeah, I hope Paul's okay. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I can see why. Wow, this reminded me of Unique Melody stuff. Reminded me of Unique Melody. Look at that, but I don't remember which one. Yeah, kind of like Unique Melody stuff, right? Like that flats. the flat. This is not flat, okay? This is not flat on. It shouldn't look like this. But yeah, just a shout out to these two in here, actually. All right, those are the QA. Now, this one in here is something to talk about. This is the Silver Flash. It's hard to get. Now, Adam bought this, but it's always sold out. And when it was stocked, he got it and waited, I don't know, 2 weeks. So this is the cable in here. It's a fine cable. Could have been better, but maybe they're really spending on the IMs, the driver and the IM shell. This like an additional dongle in here, which is nice. So that's pretty much it for what's in the box. But I'm not using the original cable. I think Adam switched the cable to this, but this is the IM, right? It really feels good, and these are priced $120, $130 depending on where you get them, but over 120, or 130 or 150 depending on tax. So there's tragus catch in here, or fins as you may call it. So this is the tricky part. ears, all our ears are formed differently. So this is probably one of the cons. Like for me, I don't have problems with the fit. They fit really, really good, but it might not actually fit you. Okay, so for it fits fine for me, really, no problems with that. But I feel that this fin in here can cause problems, to people. Now, yeah, Silver Flash. It's a single DD by Canpure, all right? The graph of that is right here. Okay, let's see that Biju out of the way, Vesper. So, this is what it graphs. There's more bass than my balance target. Very good gain. You know what? This reminded me of wow, this reminded me of what was that? I forgot. This reminded me of dang it, what brand is that? I forgot the brand. I can't move on if I can't recall it. ISN. Chue. Remind me of the Chue. Yeah. See? Dude, my memory is so good with graphs, man. I am so proud. No, not the Chewy graph, but this kind of like form in the treble area and the gain. Remind me of the Chewy. What I mean by that is the Chewy, of course, it's graphs really good. And this one too is Simgot. Remind me of some Simgot sets too. No, not the 500 LM. Yeah. Even the 300, man. Yeah, the 300, look at that. So the EW 300, remind me of that. Anyhow, so it looks bassy and, balanced sound, warm, balanced sound. Now, this thing is amazing. This thing is amazing. And what I mean by that is it doesn't really come off really detailed, and the stage it's not wide, but it's just very holographic. It is very holographic. I was caught off guard listening to my test track Under My Umbrella by Incubus. And usually there are 3 drumstick counts, check, 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 and then they start. But this one in here played that in just what? So I was like, the 3 drumstick counts had a very, very wide, not really wide stereo effect, but very proportionate stereo, wherein the localization of the stick count was so distinguishable. I was like, man, this is something else. This is something else. The Silver Flash, and I'm not even hyping this. I mean, you watch other reviews, and I understand why HBB hyped it, because he likes bass. It may not really fall in my tonality ballpark, but I can understand why he loved it, and I can understand why he said this would have been priced $1,000 for a single DD. And not because they sound detailed, it's because it has a character that you can find, that you can hear in kilobuck IEMs. They may not really sound like full TOTL, but it has a character. It has that special sauce. Just like the Hype 4 Mark II, the Audio Hype 4 Mark II, wherein like the tonality might really not match my preference, but it has that sauce in the mids and the vocals that you hear in top of the line sets, you know, and um, and that's what's good about HBB, because HBB Chris, okay, I mean, his tonality might not align mine, but he bought and he's got a lot of TOTL sets. He's probably one of the reviewers who has a lot of TOTL experience aside from precog. Um, but in HBB's case, he buys them, and so because he buys them, and I know precog also buys his sets too. Um, he's just got the ears for that, you know. And when he hears something, good, he associates it with those TOTL steps. So yeah, I mean, but zannen, like in Japanese zannen, it's like that's unfortunate, because not unfortunate, like this is really good. I mean, it's just a little bit too baser for me. And my first listening impression, I really liked it. And then I'm gonna try it more, because the more I listen to it, the more I realize like, oh, it's actually a little bit too basic for my library. But I still can't. I still concede. This is very holographic for its price. It's really really good. So I don't know what cable it is, Popinator. Adam should know. Oh, it's a Yonsei cable in here. It's not. It's a nice cable. Yeah, solid. Like I like the cable too. Like this gold accent in there. Oh really? Oh yeah, it's a Yonsei cable. Dude, you know a lot. Oh yeah. So it's a nice accent here in the pin, but this is very nice. So if you like bass, and this is a disruptor. If you like bass, this is really good, actually. So I just had to let you guys know. But I'm gonna make a review on this. Yeah, I'm gonna backlogs, but it's fun. All right, let's do the blessing 3. Yay, blessing 3 in here. Thank you so much, Koi, dude. Please subscribe to his channel if you haven't subscribed to Koi. Subscribe. Let's see. Let me show you Koi's archive. Is it him though? I think it's him. Yeah, I think it's him. Subscribe to this guy, please. Yeah, I mean, it's not for me. Just, give some support. Reviewing is not, I think he needs more. He needs more subscribers, It can be, reviewing can be a little bit personal. And what I mean by that is we make an effort, and honestly, reviewing it's how do I even explain it? So it comes out from passion of really just sharing our ideas to people. And it requires a lot of effort, thinking of what to say, filming, editing, but we're not expecting anything in return. I'm not expecting anything in return. And then sometimes seeing our subscribers increase would, like, it makes us feel that, oh, I'm recognized for my efforts, and that is, it doesn't hurt to subscribe. If you don't get, It's free, so if I feel like I'm subscribed to him, I think he needs more, really. I think he needs more subscribers. But so, please subscribe to him. But yeah. He let me loan the Blessing 3 Aqua in here. So, there we go. This is the box of the Blessing 3. It is exclusively for Japan release only. Oh, I didn't do this, Koi. It came with this, so I didn't do this. I'm gonna tape them, but I didn't do that. But it's nice. This is what the box looks like. Let me move that aside. Simple box, really. And then it's a 2DD4BA. And I think it came with some ear tips too. I don't know, but maybe it's... I know, it just came with this plastic, but you know what I mean. That's just it. The Blessing 3 Aqua is Japan exclusive, so you can't buy it. I don't know how, but you cannot get this on any retailers unless you do you buy from earphones or you you use a forwarder. So typical Moondrop. Cable is okay. It looks like Blessing 3. And then there's just Aqua in there. So I'm not sure if it's just a filter change, but this is what it looks like. It really looks like the Blessing 3. I tried the Blessing 3 on in earphones when I was in Japan. I really like its bass quality and the treble quality, but I didn't like the balance. It was but I can't graph it. I would have, I would have wished I could borrow the Blessing 3, but this is just the Blessing 3 Japan version, Aqua. That looks good. I like the shells. Look at that. So it's 2DD in there. Does it have a planar? I don't think it has a planar, right? It's just 4BA. Really, really nice. Transparent shells. Graph, all right? Let's see how they graph in here. Aqua. Okay, so that is what it looks like in there. So there's base, there's a peak, and then a little bit bright actually for my target. Yeah. So I would say this is a bright leaning set. Maybe balanced bright leaning set. Reminded me of the Rockies a little bit. Yeah, so actually the Rockies has lesser treble energy in there. So this one has more. So I'm interested how this would... Let me just verify that. Because very few people have graphed the Aqua. JTIS and... Yeah. Let me see if it really is Aqua and... Just wanna verify. Yeah, okay. So I'm it's not only me, it's also on Mark's Squig, wherein it has more treble energy than the Rockies, okay? So it's not only me. The bass is a little bit the same, but there's more energy there on the Aqua. So I thought it was only me, so I just had to double check that. You can definitely give them a try, Adam. I'm not on a rush with Koi. We can offer something to him. We can offer something to Koi. So he would let us. I'm pretty sure he's fine with that. Maybe he misses it, but um, I'll boost his channel. I'll tell him I'll boost his channel. So what I'm gonna use? What? Wait. Uh, what did I? Okay. All right. So that's the graph. How about you guys? What can you infer? Yeah. So I'm excited to try this, but okay, but I don't have the blessing 3. I've heard of them, but let me search for like mark in here. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, this is what I thought, because the blessing 3 really came off a little too bright because it didn't have the bass to compensate. It was good, but I just thought like it was too bright, and even it's even brighter than the Rockies, as you may see, right? Where's that? Where's the Rockies? Oh, there it is. So it's even brighter. I mean, like more upper, mid, and treble focused than the Rockies. But I'm expecting this might actually have that balance. So yeah, let's do. Okay. All right. Let's do the blessing Aqua in here. All right. So I'm gonna listen to. What do I use? Is to whether to spend the extra to import them. That, yeah, I know. That's valid. That is valid. Yeah. If it's worth it, right? Let me put the Aqua in there. So I'm gonna try. Okay, Unwell in here by Matchbox 20. Yeah, man. Let me change the ear tips. Okay, good detail retrieval. So it came off to me as lean. And yeah, the blessing 3 was like that. They were actually lean. But I feel like it's also partly because of the ear tip. These has long nozzles, so I need to fit them deeper. Let's try Under My Umbrella. Okay. How much are this? But yeah, this is it's gonna end up more expensive because of the import, right? It's giving me it's giving me like the T Pro. It's giving me like the T Pro vibes. Or Mangered. It's giving me Mangered vibes. The SE. Kind of. Let me remove the Rockies in there. But a little more treble forward. Yeah, definitely the treble is the star of the show here. But you've got... Man, that treble. I remember this treble, man. This is really crisp. The Dusk is... I don't think so. I think the Dusk has microplanar. Okay, let's try Playing God. So, if this is $300, this should have been priced around 500. It's around that ballpark for the sound. Ooh. That's the thing. Um. Okay, let me try some Yorushika songs in here. It's definitely very clean sounding. How about Hype 4? So I'm a little bit... I'm just worried that this might be a little too forward for some. The vocals are nice in this, man. Oh man. This is for J-pop, like female vocals. So yeah, it's definitely like if you're you know, how do you call, like, no, not we, but if you're into J-pop, K-pop, man, the bass is nice, man. Compared to Mystic 8, interesting. Probably this one. The reason for that is the Mystic 8, I know it's very clean on the vocals and it's very good. But it does not represent all female vocals. There are female vocals that are contralto or it has lower balls, alto. Sometimes the Mystic 8 struggles a little bit on that, especially on the lower registers. But and this is where the Blessing 3 Aqua comes, wherein it has a little bit of lift there in the bass and the upper mids to have that a little bit of, you know, lower tones. Now it may be smoother here for the Mystic 8, but I don't like the representation of the cymbals or the upper harmonics on the Mystic 8 because it has a peak past 10K. But for ultimate vocals, I would still choose the Hype 4 Mark II. It's still the Hype 4 Mark IIs for me. It still got the sauce. And what I mean by that is, if the Blessing 3 Aqua, if you can buy the Blessing 3 Aqua for $300 without import, this has better value. But then, because of the import, you can only buy it in Japan. It's Japan exclusive. So you might as well buy the Hype 4 Mark IIs, right? That's where I'm coming from. I might as well just buy the Hype 4 Mark IIs. It has, you know, it has good accessories. That's my point. But if you are able to buy this for like $300 including import, this can suffice. This is nice. Anatowa. But yeah. This is good for J-pop, man. It's so good for J-pop. Okay, last one. Let me listen to do you guys know the Blessing 3 is great. It has good balance. It really is. It's a refreshing sound. I thought it's gonna be a little more treble forward, but I think the bass came out just as I expected to be. It mitigated that treble peaks in there. I'm not sensitive, and also I'm not sensitive to those areas to begin with, so I'm fine with that. I'm only sensitive to peaks past 10K. So I can take peaks like 4, 5K, 7K. I don't have problems with that, but I'm very sensitive to past 10K peaks because they alter cymbal harmonics. What I mean by that, it's hard for me to count when I'm practicing or when I'm catching chords. It's hard for me to count hi-hat strikes or accents. It'll bring the high for Mark 2. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's yeah, I think I'd still choose. I don't know. I think I like the balance more on the Blessing 3 Aqua than the Hype for Mark 2s, but the Hype for Mark 2s really has that sauce. They have that sauce of female vocals, but does it mean that the Blessing 3 Aqua is I can still, again, so I feel like I can only listen to certain genres with the Hype for Mark 2s, but I feel like I can listen more, like my library, I can listen more with my library on the Blessing Aqua 3 than the Hype for Mark 2s, if that makes sense. So it feels like the special sauce on the Hype for Mark 2s is for female vocals. Yes, I had to admit I really like it, but I feel like it's library dependent. You know, like I can't listen to it with some Polyphia and stuff. But with Blessing 3 Aqua, I feel like it's a good all-rounder for my library. So interesting, yeah. And I still have more. I still have more to graph and to review. So we've got the Suratune, the Arete. I'd probably just do some live stream. I feel like I'm more productive doing live stream than making actual video reviews. But yeah. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot about that. I will graph that. I will include that. I have the final audio E3000 in here actually, so it's a final audio. You know, final audio is the single DD Japanese company, bullet style IAMs, hard to drive, freaking hard to drive, but they're known for their organic sound and immersive stage or deep stage. But yeah, I like, dude, this today is really fruitful. Your phone will look good. Software's Twilight for male vocals and Mystic for female. Do you think? Okay, so you love vocals. You have the Twilight and you have the Mystic 8. I think you're set. Yeah, I think you're set. I don't think you have to spend more. I suggest you learn how to EQ. The Mystic 8 is a good canvas for that if you want to try different gains. Um, Twilight is also very good. I don't think you're missing on a lot. So I suggest for you guys who are, if you are not okay, if you're already reached the hobby, like you want to commit to an end game, right? End game is like $1,000, $2,000. No, go to Japan, go to Singapore. You know, if you can afford end game, you can afford a plane ticket. You know, if you can afford $1,000, you can afford. I just bought tickets. I'm going to Japan in July. I'll stay there for 2 weeks. $1,000 back and forth. Right now it's but and that's on top of the gas prices now. Okay, that's on top of it. So if you can, you know, like if you can afford $1,000, get a ticket. Go to I don't know, like China, Hong Kong. I don't know a lot of. It's safer to go to Singapore, but yeah, Japan. Go to Japan. Earphones and try to your heart's content. You know, you are gonna save a lot of money, realizing that 90% of the TOTL stuff, they're overpriced. And you would realize that, oh, I'm not missing on a lot. It's really just the curiosity. This hobby is curiosity driven, and it's partly because of our reactions. We say like, oh my god, this is so good, you know? It's a short train ride to Shenzhen, yeah. But I'm not sure what the audio stores are there, you know? It's or yeah, Shenzhen is good too, you know, or you can go to Can Jam, you know, if plane tickets are too expensive for you, go to Can Jam, or there are different Can Jams. Go to audio shows. So that's my suggestion. So if you ask me if you're set, my vocal set right now is I've been listening to the EPZ P50. And the EPs, because yeah, and Audio Amigos, Display Counter, definitely. There's so many. Just go to audio shows, and I know I've been putting it off. Like every time, I've been here in the U.S. for like 2 years already, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to SoCal. And then I've been putting it off. I'm going to Dallas. I'm gonna go to New York, and this time I was supposed to go to SoCal, but I've already bought tickets to Japan, so I don't, you know. And I've already spent my days off. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Yeah, I sometimes forget to do that, but I try my best to remember, because when I film myself, I just have some notes and okay, this is what I'm gonna talk about. But sometimes, like, I have this, you know, it's I don't script my videos. I don't script it. I just have like a note to follow, and sometimes I forget. Oh, I forgot I have to make this sound better. Oh yeah. I am. Okay. If you end up liking it, Adam, okay. It's set. Okay, if you end up liking it, no problem. Yeah, definitely. Just let me know. It's all set. You audition the okay, you audition 4K audio. Oh, the E1000. This is a single DD, right? It's a single DD. Yeah, there's a tour in here. I was told that they were gonna include me in the tour of the Faith Audio. Um, But yeah, if if only you guys can try Akustune sets. It graphs weird. It's like precog. There's like a peak at 2K, a dip. It's like W. But dang, that I like. I'm a shill. I'm an Akustune shill, and they're like this mecha design too. But every time I listen to them, they have boosted harmonics, and what I mean by that is it may not be good for like reference, but dang, it's fun. And what I mean by boosted harmonics is like it's tuned for fun, man. Like it really is. It's like just chocolate, you know. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate your video, your comment, Moyad. I try to make stuff better. um, but I may actually include ear tips next time. I'm gonna include what ear tips to use, but it's hard for me because ear tips is a personal thing. You know, it's like a T-shirt. If medium fits me, I don't know if medium fits you. So you do you with ear tips. And so that's why I just make sure if you deep fit an IM, I just tell that use deep fitting ear tips. Sources, I would probably include sources now, not specific delta sigma sources, probably not like that, but it's either gonna be tube or R2R. What I mean by that is if an IM is bright or there's a little bit of unrefined peaks, then I would probably say it's better with an R2R or tubes. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Um, we can do that. But the coffee ear tips is a good one to have. Yeah, I mean, I have the let me show you. I have the RS1. This is gonna be humiliating. Can you imagine me liking this set? Let me remove. Can you imagine me liking this set? Like how on earth would I love that set? Yeah, there's bass. There's like a 2K peak and a 5K peak. And even until now, it's funny how can I like this set? And you know, like I talk about objective measurements and graphs, and I feel like I don't know what's going on with my ears. Even if I listen to this, I just like this set a lot. I just like how it presents timbre. Exactly. Um. So I don't know. It's just the way it interacts with my ears. I can hear the peak. Actually, I can hear the peak a little bit. So I can only listen to it in certain volumes. I can't blast it. Um, but there's a certain character to it that just draws me back to it. Yeah. Um, it's not bright per se. Um, but there's definitely some treble elevation in there. It's not a perfect IM. It's definitely not a perfect IM, but it's weird enough. And I feel ashamed for liking it. It's like a chef. It's like a chef uh eating spam when he gets back home, you know, like you prepare good food and when you get home you just eat spam. You know what I mean? All your life, you're making this, 5-star dishes, and only to eat spam when you get back home. Um, Spam is amazing, yeah, but but spam is not healthy. It's a lot of salt, depending on, you know, no one's. I mean, like, can you imagine a restaurant serving spam? I mean, maybe diners they serve spam, but that would be a complete humiliation, right? Like, for example, a restaurant serving spam for like $30. Spam, yep, 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 yeah. Defined as brighter. So again, that's my point. Like, in this hobby, it's really it's just fun. It's amusing. It's amusing how we fight each other. It's like, no, banana is much better. No, apples are good. No, mangoes are the best. It's like, this freaking consumption. And it's amusing. Like, right now, in this kind of mindset wherein, like, I'm probably almost end game. I kind of like settled. It's fun to watch people arguing about this is better, this one's better, and it almost feels like people are fighting over which food is. It's a very personal journey. It's a personal journey. Yes, there's no better best. It's different preferences. But at the same time, it's fun to see other people's perspective, and that's the fun thing about the hobby, listening to other people's story about their journey. For me, that what makes the hobby fun. Relating yourself, how. But for some people, they see it differently. They see the differences. They see the differences as hindrance. For me, I look at it in an angle of like, wow, that's interesting. You hear it differently, and I hear it differently. Okay, I'm cool with that. But for some people, they look at it at an angle wherein, like, in a supremacy level, wherein, like, no, you're wrong. And it frustrates me meeting people like that, or seeing comments like that where oop, do I have audio? Can you hear me? Check mic test. Let me know if you can. I'm getting OBS audio disconnector or something. Okay, all right. But yeah, it's so don't be like, just trust your ears. You may disagree with me, and it's fine. And it's nice. It's nice to disagree with, because again, I just what I experienced today. It was eye-opening with the Medusa, wherein I thought that it's gonna be bright, but listening to it on a different library and a different album, which was, wow, okay, it sounded okay. It was fine. Yes, I've listened to the Chue. A lot of people praise the Chue for its treble. I felt like the treble is smooth, but the timbre is a little bit artificial. But overall, it's a good set. I've tried the Chue. It's a good set. It's a balanced set. Well extended, but not as this is just me coming from a drummer, really. Like, I just listen to cymbals. If the cymbals sound good, they can represent the whole frequency. Okay, this is my theory. If the cymbals sound good, it represents the whole frequency. The cymbals starts at a very low frequency. It can start even like hundreds or 80s because of the rides, and the harmonics can extend. And then, if, for example, there are different diameters of cymbals, right, and they sound different, if you change the timbre on those, you may misinterpret, like, did he hit a 10-inch or a 22 or 15? It can change. A lot of people might not know this, but the harmonics, depending if it's boosted or not, it changes the sound a little bit on the cymbals, and it's I can catch it. I can catch those stuff. Yeah, I know. There's nothing wrong. You're exactly right. There's really nothing wrong. Sivga Chue. I've tried the. I think I have Sivga. I've tried the UTG, not the original. I've tried the UTG, the glass diaphragm. It was okay. It was glassy, but I've heard a lot of about the Chue, Sivga Chue. I wish I can try that. I think Dracomies really likes that set. The Sivga Chue. I've got the UTG version. Yeah, I think that is it for today, guys. Expect a couple of reviews next week. We still have a lot of sets to graph. Thank you, of course, Popinator. But yeah, interesting. This is a very nice stream. I really liked it. Do you have any rank list? I have a ranking list. So when you look at my channel and my reviews, I have a Google sheet. That's my Google sheet in there. And then it's not a ranking list. So I divided in different price categories. There's sub 20, sub 60, 61 to 120, and then up. This one in here, these are my top 10, and I continuously replace this and then put them in honorable mention. For now, this category, the 121 to 250, there's a lot of sets going on in here that are good. So the Dunokima 2, I rank it perfect. Let's Sure, perfect. The Performer 8S, it's perfect. The Rockies, almost. So these ones on the top here, these are the ones that are, especially with the stars, these are good. I just recently put the Aaron's Resonant 5 in there, and the Duno Falcon Ultra going down. But yeah, this is, irregardless of the tuning, I just feel like, ZVX Pro, I think I have the ZVX. Oh, not the Pro, but the ZVX. I don't know if I'm getting the ZVX Pro. I can buy them if it's good, but man, this is hard to beat. You know what? I'm just gonna put in here TKZK TK02. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in there. Sub 20. It's and a star. This might be an S. I don't know, but this is a very good set. Amazing set. Just amazing. Look at that. Look at how good that is. Very good set. TKZK TK02. It's not a lot of bass. It's very good sound. Very good sound. Try saying the model. TKZK TK02 TKZK TK02 TKZK TK02 TKZK TK02 TKZK TK02. I did it. But yeah, it's freaking confusing. That's all for now, guys. Really appreciate your presence today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do share. It means a lot to me. It's really just, I'm doing this because of this kind of conversation that we're having, open conversation, understanding the hobby better. Subscribe to Koi. Yeah, if you don't subscribe to me, just subscribe to that guy over there. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you next time. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a great day.